Noonan's right.
Yep.
And besides, it's who you have to work for that galls a man. Yes, Sir John, this. And very good, me lordship, that. And if it pleases your highness, something else or another. If it pleases your highness. Now, ain't that a fine state of affairs? For one man to be a bowing and a scraping to another, and him as gruff with you as a briar burr in the seat of your breeches?
You're right, Noonan.
You're a wise man, Noonan.
In these modern days, work ain't the natural inheritance of man.
Noonan, you've been thinking like that so long, you've calluses on you in the wrong place.
You're right, Fogarty.
And what have you got, Mr. Fogarty, I'd like to know, for the hard labor you've been doing all your life? Castles? The man's a fool who thinks he can amount to more under present conditions.
At the risk of having you change your mind, Noonan, I'm going to agree with you. But I'm taking me wife and son where such conditions don't exist.
And where, may I ask, is that?
The United States.
You're not, Fogarty.
When you going?
We're sailing in less than 3 weeks.
Well, I never. The idea. You'd leave your native land.
Mm-hmm.
It occurs to me that Ireland will be a better place without you.
You're a big man, Noonan, but a small hat fits you.
What he said.
Give me another half a pint, Julie.
You've exhausted your credit, Mr. Noonan.
I will... I know...
And besides, you've had enough.
Had enough, have I? Well. And who are you to know about that?
I'll show you who I...
Don't argue with Julie, Mike. You'd be far better off now going home to your daughter, Nellie.
She's a darling girl. A darling girl. I'd not know what to do without her.
Oh, a good daughter's a great comfort to any man.
There's none like Nellie, though. She's the apple of me eye. The flower of me heart.
Get along with you then, for she must be waiting for you with open arms.
Yes, and with love in her heart.
Good night, Noonan.
Good night, Moriarty.
Where are you going?
Back to where I came from.
You'll not be welcome there.
Oh, wouldn't I, though? And why not?
You've no money.
I have me wits.
Oh, come into your supper now. It's been cold for an hour.
A fine reception you'd be giving me with that broom in your hand.
Your conscience should sting you worse.
One of these days, you'll be after killing your darling old father.
That I will if he's not man enough to go to work. In. Why didn't you go to Lord Cavilstoke's today?
Lord Cavilstoke, is it? Lord Cavilstoke, no less. Well. So it's the likes of him you'd have me drudge for, is it?
If you don't take it, Dad,
Wanting rent from poor people such as us.
he'll never forgive you.
And why not?
Well, you'll hurt his pride.
Oh, he has pride as well as money. The back of my hand to him.
But, Daddy...
Can't I ever make you understand that I'm a man that... Oh! No!
Please, don't get excited.
Oh, 'tis my heart again.
Oh, I'm sorry. We won't talk of it anymore.
Oh.
St. Patrick was a gentleman, and he came from decent people. What is it, Jerry? What are you thinking about?
America.
America?
'Tis a long way off.
And why should that be troubling you?
I'm thinking 'tis where I'd like to be.
And leave Ireland?
Yes.
Oh, you'd never be happy, Jerry Kelly.
And why not?
Because there's a certain kind of longing in us Irish. A hope that someday the beauty and glory of Ireland will be ours. To put peace in the troubled hearts of us.
Now, who'd ever dream to look at you that words like those could come from your lips?
They're from me heart.
But all this is but a state of mind. We must make our own happiness. Just Ireland can't do that for us.
What's into you, Jerry?
Nellie, will you marry me?
I can't bear the thought of it.
Oh, you can't? And what's ailing me that you can't?
Oh, forgive me. I didn't mean you. I didn't for the life of me. I didn't.
Well, what is it then?
It's the thought of going away.
Oh, well, it'll be some time yet before we can sail for America. Nellie, 'tis not a rich man you'll be taking for a husband. But I'll work for you. And we can save for the day that we can leave for the land of opportunity. Then, me darling, I'll do me best so as you can live like the grand lady that you are.
Oh, Jerry, am I blushing?
Oh, come now, don't be so shy. Just not becoming.
And what would you have me do?
Well, isn't it proper for a girl to kiss a man who's just after proposing?
Oh, I'm afraid a girl would have her hands full, kissing so many men.
Oh, it is like that, is it?
A girl should never kiss a man she didn't intend to marry.
You're right, Nellie.
You may kiss me, Jerry Kelly.
Huh? Nellie. Well, what's the trouble?
Is that all there is to a kiss?
Well, I'm a trifle nervous. You must forgive me, Nellie.
You'll be rid of it by the wedding day.
Of course I will.
Jerry,
Yes?
me dad won't like us getting married.
I was wondering.
Maybe we'll have to wait for a while.
Glory be, can the man see no further than the end of his nose? You'll have to be firm with him. Tell him, Nellie. Don't ask him.
I will that.
We're young. A man can't wait too long to get started.
Nor a woman too long for happiness.
America's a free country. A man's a man there, even though he's poor. His children never know the humility of subjection. Do you follow me?
Yes. Then we'll go to America. "'Twas on a bright morning in summer when I first heard his voice speaking low, as he said to a colleen beside him, "Who's that pretty girl milking her cow?" Ach, many times often ye met me and told me that I should be your darling, Akushla Alana, Mahavorni Nasulish Macree.
I do love you, Nellie.
It's the first time you said that to me, and I'll not forget it.
Do you love me?
Are there stars in the sky?
There are.
Well, look at them then. What do they say?
Nothing?
Jerry Kelly, don't you believe in the stars?
Sure I do, darling. If they say what I want to hear.
Well, look over there. Oh, Jerry. He wasn't a bit nervous that time.
It's a lovely morning.
There's no wood for the fire.
Tis such a lovely... What's that? Wasn't last evening a darling? A darling evening? Wasn't it?
Yes.
You went out in a hurry, I thought.
To see Jerry Kelly.
Oh, he's a darling lad. A darling lad. Jerry Kelly is one of the grandest. And what if I ain't too inquisitive? Have you seen Jerry Kelly about?
We're going to be married.
I'll break him in two. I never liked the man, the renegade, the sneak thief that he is, coming into my own home in the middle of the night and charming you away. The baby that you are. It's despicable, disrespectful, disreputable, this... What could you have been thinking of? If you hadn't a mind of your own, in heaven's name, why didn't you use mine? Is your heart so as the first man you meet can take it from you? Is it?
Father, please.
I'll father please you if I ever catch him near you again. What's that? Tain't birds. Ah, 'tis Jerry Kelly. 'Tis the sound I heard last night just before you closed the door and I turned and found you gone. Well, you'll not be going out this morning.
Oh, Father, please.
No.
Dad, please.
Good morning, Mr. Noonan.
What do you want?
The hand of your daughter, sir.
Get out! And stay out!
Now, Mr. Noonan, that's no way for one gentleman to greet another.
You're no gentleman, and I'll thank you to leave me home.
I see you have informed your father of our intentions.
I have that, Jerry.
And I see that you're taking it like the real father that you are.
None of your
And
blood.
if I'm ever blessed with a daughter such as yours, Mr. Noonan, I'd be surprised if I don't act a lot worse the day a man comes trying to take her away from me. Now, darling, don't you worry. He'll get over it.
Never.
When we're all in America, you will.
America? What's the man been telling you?
We're going to America.
For what?
In America, there's opportunity.
I'm ashamed of you. Ireland is the grandest country in the... What's this opportunity in America?
Work.
Work. Nellie, would you marry a man who'd tell you a deliberate lie? Work is not an opportunity.
Think of it, Dad.
I can't. So you'd be turning the head of my only child.
No.
You'd have her desert me, would you?
No, Dad.
I'll break you in two.
No.
Oh, think twice, Mr. Noonan.
If I did, I'd murder you. I'll mop up the floor with you.
Why, Mr. Noonan, you last but a minute with a man of my strength.
You're brave behind a woman's skirts.
Only a coward would notice it.
Coward am I?
Worse. You hide behind the pretense of your love for Nellie. Afraid that if she married me, you'd have to turn the lazy hand of you to care for your own house.
I'll break your head.
Very well, then. Come along with you.
I'll spread you all over the county of Cork.
Dad! Jerry, must I listen to you saying and doing things you'll never forget for the rest of your lives? Would you start out hating the sight of each other when you know I love you both from the bottom of my heart? Would you?
I'll not speak to you again, Jerry Kelly.
You don't mean that, Dad.
Indeed I do. You'd not marry him in spite of that, would you? Do I make myself clear now? When I come back, I'll expect to find you alone, Nellie.
But, Dad...
Someday you'll be thanking your darling dad.
Oh, Jerry, what'll we do?
I don't know. He's a stubborn man.
I can hold my head higher than some I know. In my home, I'm king. My word is law there.
Noonan.
Oh, go away, Moriarty. Don't bother me. Can't you see I'm busy?
Yes, Noonan, I know. But your daughter Nellie, she's getting married.
What's that?
At this very moment, to Jerry Kelly at Father Malone's.
Michael Noonan. It's good to see you.
How are you, Father?
It's a long time since we last saw each other, Mike.
'Tis that, Father. Was Nellie here?
She was.
Did you marry her to Jerry Kelly?
I did.
How could that be, Father? If you don't mind saying.
They received a special dispensation from the bishop this morning.
Could you be saying where they went?
To your cottage. To wait for you.
Thanks, Father.
Dad.
Tell you're the man you married to leave us alone.
Mr. Noonan, I want to be friends with you, sir. We've done nothing that you didn't do once yourself. And it's my honest hope that you'll give us your blessing and not take it so to heart. Anyhow, for the sake of Nellie.
Tell Jerry it's all right, Dad.
I'll not speak to the man again. Ever.
Don't you know what it means to me to hear you say that?
I'll leave you together. You understand. I'll not be far away. I'll wait right outside.
Don't be angry with me, Dad.
How can I be angry with you, darling? You're too young to know better. But he ain't. You should have waited a while. You're only young a short time. But it's done now, and you don't belong to me anymore.
Oh, I do. Don't you say that.
I hate to admit it, but a wife's place is with her husband.
But we'll all be together, Dad.
You'd be a widow in a week. It is natural a girl gets married. I just didn't expect it so soon. But I did expect it eventually. I had this put away to give to you on the day it happened. It's your dowry, 60 pounds.
60? Where'd you get it?
It was me inheritance.
From who?
From your darling mother, me wife.
You loved her, didn't you, Dad?
I was a devoted husband, I was. Never a thought of myself. Your mother always came first. I'll never forget how happy she was the day I had her insured. The money will take you to America.
But you'll go too. You've got to. I couldn't live without you.
Nellie, I don't know which would break my heart the most. Leaving Ireland or letting you go.
You'll not let us go without you, will you?
I don't know.
You couldn't.
'Tis my home, Nellie.
I'll make a home for you in America.
It would not be the same. The heart of me is deep in Ireland. Haven't you made me feel bad enough for one day without talking to me about leaving Ireland? You'll have to stop it, Nellie.
Here, blow. There's nothing like a darn good cry, is there?
There's whiskey.
Dad.
What is it?
You might say a kind word to Jerry on your way to Dooley's.
Are you chilly, darling?
No, not a bit. I'm just a little scared, that's all.
Of what?
I don't know. But I got a feeling like... Well, did you ever play blind man's buff?
Well, sure I have.
And they blindfolded you, and they turned you round and round and round till you had no idea where you were?
Yes?
That's just how I feel now. Wondering what it's to be like and what you're going to do when we get there.
Well, darling, I've been thinking I'd be a police officer in the great city of New York.
A police officer? Oh, Jerry, ain't that dangerous?
Oh, sure it is. Anything that's worth having is dangerous. You're dangerous, darling.
Me? Oh, Jerry.
Now, would it be the death of me quicker than a gunman's bullet if you should happen to catch the eye of some city dandy?
And you think I'd be having time for such nonsense now? Except maybe to keep reminding me of the fine man I had of my own.
Oh, there's devilment in your eyes, Mrs. Kelly.
There is that. Devilment and trouble for the likes of anybody who dare to stand in the way of you being the great man that I know I'll live to see someday. If it's a policeman you'd be making of yourself, I'll not be satisfied until you're the general of them all.
Oh, Captain, darling.
Captain?
They don't have generals in the police department.
Oh. Oh, it must be a peaceful country.
I love you, Mrs. Kelly. The Statue of Liberty, the symbol of freedom.
Oh, it is wonderful.
It is that.
I was born in Ireland, and so help me. If I have to die, I'll die there. I'll not go traipsing all over the globe in hopes of finding a better spot.
And why, may I ask, are you aboard ship bound for America?
For me health. The sea air is refreshing. And besides, 'tis a duty I owe my only child to see her safe on the other side of the ocean. I'll not be staying more than 2 or 3 days at the most.
I think you'll be changing your mind.
If I died any place but Ireland, you couldn't dig a hole deep enough to bury me in.
Take a look, me son. The Statue of Liberty. It's a sight you'll not forget, ever.
'Tis a darling object. A darling object. And it swells me chest with pride to think it was a present to the United States of America from my own country, Ireland.
Huh?
Here's your tobacco, Dad.
Thank you, darling.
Did Jerry come back yet?
Would I be here alone with him?
Dad, why must you smoke a clay pipe?
I'll tell you, darling, a clay pipe is a great blessing to a man. When you drop him, you don't have to pick him up.
I'm at me wits' ends with you.
Now, what's up?
Don't you think it's time you stopped being so stubborn? You know, you haven't spoken a word to Jerry since the day we were married.
And I won't. You insisted upon my coming with you, and you knew my feelings in the matter.
What kind of a father are you, anyway? Can you not see I got the finest husband a girl could have? Himself out looking for work every day.
Ain't I looking, too?
And praying you won't find it.
Words like those coming from my own daughter.
I'd not be able to say such things to you if you go to work.
I'm surprised at you. Would you have me being a hypocrite? Coming over here and taking jobs away from good, decent American people?
You may as well know it, Dad. There's very little money left.
'Tis a sad state of affairs. 'Tis that. I should have never left Ireland.
Well, look, Dad, the Fogartys. Come on in. How are you, Mrs.
Nellie.
Fogarty? Hello, Dad.
Nellie, Dennis! Fogarty!
We've come to say goodbye, Nellie. Timothy found a job and we're moving.
Oh, I'm so happy for you. And where is it you'll be going?
A place called the Bronx. There's a lot of building going on there. The Grand Concourse something or other. Noonan, this is a wonderful country. If a man's willing, there's work. You look fine with a trowel in your hand.
Where is this Bronx?
About 10 miles north of here.
I'll look into
Oh,
it.
Dad, you will?
This very day. North, you say, Fogarty?
Yes?
I'll not waste another second of me time. Goodbye, Fogarty. Marry, Dennis.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye,
Good luck.
Dad, and don't be late for your supper.
I won't. Could you be saying which way is north, please?
That way.
Thank you.
St. Patrick was a gentleman, and he came from decent people. La-da-dee-da-dum, da-dee-da-dum, da-da-dee-dee-da-da-da-dum.
Mrs. Kelly?
Jerry! Oh, Jerry, you're a policeman.
No, darling, but I got a job.
Oh, no, you're teasing. The uniform is...
Tis a guard in the subway I am.
But I thought you said you'd be an officer.
And so I will, but it's going to take time.
Oh, why, Jerry?
Well, there are a lot of things I've got to learn, Nellie, to be a citizen. It'll be several years yet before I can be an officer. I'll have to study nights.
Oh, what's the book? Oh.
'Tis all the things a man should know to be a good American citizen.
Oh. Well, then we'll learn it together, darling.
Mrs. Kelly.
Oh, Jerry. Oh, Jerry, I'm sorry.
How to become an American citizen. Naturalization laws of the United States. The history of the United States. In the year 1775, the 13 colonies, dissatisfied with the harsh and unjust rule, declared their independence. And on July the 4th, 1776, Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from this earth.
Hear ye, the Federal Court of the United States of America for the Borough of Manhattan in the state of New York is now open. Applicants for citizenship will please remain standing.
You will raise your right hand. At the conclusion, say I do. I hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty. That I will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. And that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation, so help me God.
I do.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Nellie, look. Can I help you, Nellie?
No, everything's done. Come and sit down, Jerry.
You look tired, darling.
I'm not, though.
Oh, you'd say that no matter how you felt. I know you.
No, honest, Jerry.
Do you know how much I love you, Nellie Kelly? Do you?
I do that. 'Tis a lot.
You'd be surprised to know how much more it is than what you're thinking. I'd not know what to do without you.
Oh, Jerry. Good morning, Dad.
Good morning, my child. What's wrong with you, Nellie?
Oh, it's nothing, Dad. It's just that, well, Jerry and I want to congratulate you.
For what?
You're an American citizen now. And I'm proud of you.
Just as I am, Mike. And it proves you're not the stubborn man you pretend to be. As one good American to another, put it there, Mike.
my sake, Dad?
No.
Hello? Jerry Kelly? Yes? I have a registered letter for you.
Coming right down.
Doesn't your conscience bother you?
Not at all. Why should it?
Do you want me to believe you're not half the man my husband is?
I'm twice the man.
Then why didn't you shake his hand?
How is it you always see his side of it instead of mine?
Would it please you if I left him?
Talk sense, Nellie.
All right, I will. You're going to be a grandfather.
I was wondering when you were going to tell me.
Nellie! Nellie, look, it's come.
What is it, Jerry?
Read it.
The police commissioner directs me to notify you to report at the office of the chief surgeon, police headquarters, 240 Center Street, Borough of Manhattan, on April 8 at 8:30 p.m. for medical examination. Oh, gee!
You're okay, Kelly.
Thank you.
An organization of loyal, sincere public servants whose example will bring home to you your responsibility to live up to our standard of morality, honesty, truthfulness, and decency. Tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., you will be patrolling the streets of this city. By your conduct, you will continue to elevate the standard of efficiency and discipline in the department. I congratulate you all and wish you well.
Dismiss.
Kelly, they're taking your wife to St. Catherine's Hospital. Don't forget the cigars.
Did you happen to hear whether it was a girl or a boy?
No, I didn't, Mr. Kelly.
Oh, no. Well, it doesn't make any difference. Either will be acceptable. As long as they have their health, eh?
Is it a boy, Doctor?
Oh, I'm sorry. I am sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes?
Mrs. Kelly wants to see you, sir. This way, please.
Thank you. Jerry? Yes, Doctor?
I've got bad news for you.
What is it, Doctor?
Your wife is in a serious condition.
But, Dr. Walton, she'll pull through. Surely.
I'm afraid not.
Nellie.
Jerry. You're an officer. Just like you said you'd be.
Yes, darling.
You look grand in your uniform. Jerry. You and Dad must pull together from now on. For our daughter's sake. You will, won't you? Promise me.
Yes, darling.
You've got a job on your hands. But I'll be near you. Always.
All right.
Miss Corrigan, this is the baby's grandfather, Mr. Noonan.
How do you do, Mr. Noonan?
Hello.
Well, I know the baby will be in good hands now. I'll not be able to be here as much as I'd like to, but if you need me for anything, I'm stationed in this precinct.
This is an old story to me. The baby will have the best of care, a bath every day, and the proper food at the right time.
Well, I'll be going then. Be a good little girl now. I'll see you later now.
Mr. Noonan, I'd rather you wouldn't do that.
Oh, you wouldn't, would you?
The child mustn't be rocked.
Some of your newfangled ideas, eh?
Raising babies is my business.
A bath every day. Who ever heard tell of such a thing? I don't care what the doctors say. It ain't healthy.
You're mistaken.
Do you?
You mustn't interfere with my duties.
I know more about babies than you do.
Mr. Noonan.
Have you ever had a baby, Miss Corrigan?
Not exactly.
Well, I have.
I'll speak to Mr. Kelly about your interference.
Oh, go ahead and tell him. Go on, get out of here, get out.
But
Here is your hat and your purse.
Mr. Noonan,
On your hat. Go on your coat. Here, don't forget your valise.
Oh, he actually chased me out of the apartment. He's an impossible old man.
Yes, I know he is.
He wouldn't let me do anything for the baby. You see, Mr. Kelly, a child that age needs expert care. And I can't do it if Mr. Noonan persists in interfering.
Well, we'll have it out with him now, once and for all. The care and feeding of babies. Patrick O'Flaherty, M.D.
Oh, Nellie is a darling, a darling, a darling. Oh, Nellie is a darling. Toot-rory, lorry, lay.
Ain't you glad you came along, me boy?
I wouldn't have missed it for anything.
When I look at him, it's hard to believe me eyes. He's a man now, Noonan.
He's a darling lad, and I'm as proud of him as you are.
Grandpa! Hey, Grandpa!
Company, out!
Hi. Mr. Noonan, is that Nellie Kelly?
'Tis that, me grandchild.
For all the world like her mother, she is.
Sometimes she's worse. I was hoping you'd bring them.
Oh, you're the best-looking man in the parade, Grandpa.
She certainly thinks like you do, Noonan.
Nellie, 'tis Mr. Fogarty. He knew me in Ireland.
Oh.
I did that. And your mother, too.
Well, how do you do?
This is me son, Dennis.
I'm glad to meet you, Miss Kelly.
Hello, Mr. Fogarty.
I met you once before. You were 6, I believe.
Nellie.
You don't remember, I guess.
No, yes, I do.
You do?
Nellie.
Yes, it was at a picnic in Van Cortlandt Park.
That's right.
If you don't mind.
Quiet, Noonan. Let the kids alone.
You sang an Irish song.
Oh, well, that was nothing.
Do you sing any more?
Once in a while.
Nellie, get back on the sidewalk before the parade starts moving again.
What, Grandpa?
Better join the parade now.
I'd like to hear you sing this one.
Oh, I woke me up this morning and I heard a joyful song from the throats of happy Irishmen, 100,000 strong. Sure, it was
Parade is no place for a girl.
Brigade, lining up to start the big parade. So I fetched me Sunday bonnet and the flag I love so well, and I bought myself a shamrock just to wear in me lapel. Don't you know that today's March 17th? It's the day for the wearing of the green. It's a great day for the Irish. It's a great day for fair. The sidewalks of New York are thick with blarney. For sure you think New York was old Killarney. It's a great day for the Shamrock. son and daughter, every good old Irish name and his relation.
They come from Tipperary, Donegal and County Kerry, but they all are here to join this celebration.
Now there's Terence O'Toole and his cousin Phil Doherty,
Patrick O'Bogle and Mullen McGrew,
Mike Maley, Tim Daly, and Barney O'Flaherty,
Daniel Doolan and Seamus Carew.
Conleys and Donnellys and Patrick O'Bannigan,
Ryans, O'Briens, McLaughlins and Lynch,
McLeods and McFaddens and Mr. Pat Flanagan,
Hogans and Glogans, McPhersons and Finch.
Cowans, McGowans and Carricks and Garricks, Mahoney's, Maloney's, O'Donnell's, O'Connell's are here to join the Jubilee.
It's a great day for the Irish. It's a great day for them.
Begosh, there's not a cop to stop parading.
Begone, all the cops are out parading. It's a great day for the Shamrock, for the flags in full array. And as they go a-swinging, every Irish heart is singing. It's a great, great
day. You've not embarrassed me in public as much as this since you was a baby in my arms.
Noonan, you're a skep.
Oh!
What's the matter with you, man?
Tis me heart again.
It's your heart?
Yes. Oh!
What are you holding the right side of you for?
Huh? That's what's the matter with me heart. It's on the wrong side of my body. Oh!
What's the matter, darling?
Oh. I'll have to stop marching.
Goodbye.
No.
Oh, Grandpa, let me take you to the doctor.
Sit still, child. I'll be all right in a minute. It's an old complaint of mine.
Why haven't you told me about it before?
Do you think I want to worry you with me ailments? I'll take a little medicine and I'll be all right in no time.
Do you want me to get you a spoon to measure it?
Oh, no, child, no, darling. Custom has made it possible for me to measure the dose correctly.
Happy birthday, Nellie. Oh, it's beautiful, Dad. Isn't it beautiful, Grandpa?
Well, come on, Nellie, make a wish.
And blow out the candles, darling.
And if I blow them all out, will I get my wish?
If you wish hard enough.
If you wish the proper thing, of course.
Well, I'm going to wish something that's been in my heart for a long, long time. Well, I tried, didn't I? I wonder what would have happened if they'd all gone out. It'd be fun to know, wouldn't it? But one little candle stays lit and I won't get my wish.
Mike?
Dad.
It's been a long time since I offered you my hand. But I mean it now just as I meant it then.
Oh, don't go, Daddy. Don't go, not now.
Well, it might be the department calling me.
Well, I'll answer it, but you stay here. Hello? Yes?
This is Western Union, Miss Kelly. We have a telegram for you. Will you accept it over the telephone? Thank you. Hold on, please.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Nellie Kelly. Happy birthday to you.
It's signed Dennis Fogarty.
Oh, thank you.
What was it, Nellie?
Oh, it was a telegram from Dennis Fogarty wishing me a happy birthday.
Dennis Fogarty?
He's a fine young man. You must ask him over sometime.
Ain't it a little too soon for you to be having boys on your mind?
Oh, well, I think it was nice of him to remember me.
Well, indeed it was. Come on, Nellie. Sit down. Cut the cake.
All right. Grandpa?
I don't eat cake.
Cut the cake, darling.
What is it?
Well, if you'll open it up, you can find out.
Oh, I just love opening packages, don't you, Grandpa? Wait a minute. Perfume! Oh, it's wonderful,
Is
Daddy.
it? I didn't know the name of it. I can't pronounce those French names.
Oh, it was sweet of you. Look, Grandpa.
Perfume. A fine present for a child. You'll be the wrong smell way ahead of your time.
You think of everything. Here.
Oh, glory be. What would Sergeant McGowan say if he smelled that on me?
Here is a sensible present that'll last you the rest of your life.
Oh, Grandpa, you shouldn't have.
It wouldn't be like me to be after forgetting it was your birthday.
I can hardly stand it. I can't. Grandpa, it is sweet. Oh, I'll keep it always. Look, Daddy.
Very pretty. Well, you're growing up fast, aren't you, darling? What with the telegrams and the flowers that came this afternoon?
Oh, 17's a wonderful birthday.
Why, I actually believe you're blushing.
I am not.
Well, he couldn't do any better. There's nothing wrong with Dennis Fogarty's eyesight. You're a grand girl.
Putting such ideas into your head. The baby that you are. He turned the head of me only child once before, but he'll not do it the second time.
And you'll not make my daughter unhappy as you did your own.
You're more mine than you are his.
I'd hate to think so.
Dad, Grandpa.
I'll not put up with the insults.
Now we can enjoy ourselves.
Oh!
Oh,
Nellie.
what is it, Grandpa?
Oh, 'tis me heart again.
Nellie.
Someday you'll be sorry when I'm dead and gone.
Grandpa.
Anyway, when I'm dead.
Grandpa.
Come now, darling. Don't you cry. I know your grandfather. If somebody doesn't kill him, he'll outlive the two of us.
But he's got a weak heart now.
Oh, sure, he's always had that. Only it ain't a heart anymore at all, it ain't. 'Tis an old shoe inside him.
Dad.
It is the truth.
Oh, his heart's as big as his body.
You mean his head? If he'd only go to work, Nellie. If he'd been a working man all his life, he'd not had the time to be getting into so much trouble or to be causing it for others.
But he's too old now to work.
Too old, is he? Huh. The government says you're young enough till you're 65.
Do you really think work would cure him?
Yes, I do. But I'm afraid the thought of it would kill him.
Then I'll get him a job before he has time to even think about it.
Every little once in a while, you act just like your mother.
Do I?
Yes. And you've got the spirit of your mother in you, too. There wasn't a day of her life that she didn't try to do the very same thing. And if you succeed, you can offer a prayer of thanks to her. Only I hope you won't be waiting for that until you say your next prayers. You laugh like your mother, too. Huh?
Mm-hmm. 'Twas on a bright morning in summer when I first heard his voice speaking low, as he said to a colleen beside him, "Who's that pretty girl milking her cow?" Ach, many times often ye met me and told me that I should be your darling, Akushla Alana, Mahaburni Nasulish Macree. pretty girl. With no one there to show her how, the pretty girl is now milking her cow. I have not the manners or graces of the girls in the world where ye move, and I have not their beautiful faces, but oh, I've a heart that can love, and if it plays ye, I'll dress me in satin with jewels in me bra, but don't be after forgetting your pretty girl milking her cow. Pretty girl, pretty cow. I'm sure this song would have never been wrote if the pretty girl had been milking her goat, but the goat wasn't feeling well anyhow, so the pretty girl was milking her cow. Her cow, her cow. La 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 la. La 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 la. A pretty girl milking her cow. I'll answer it. Hello? Yes? Just a moment, please. It's for you, Dad.
Are you disappointed?
Oh.
Hello?
McGowan speaking. Borden and Price picked up 2 men connected with the Claw case.
All right, I'll be right over.
Oh, do you have to go?
Yes, darling, I do. I'm sorry. Save the cake and we'll have it for breakfast.
All right.
Good night, sweetheart.
Good night. Mr. Fogarty, of all people.
Happy birthday.
Thanks a lot.
I hope you like candy.
My. Flowers this afternoon and a telegram this evening and now candy. Gee, what next?
Me? Is your apartment crowded with people?
No, there's nobody here but me.
Oh, Nellie, I'm not a delivery boy.
No. Oh, I beg your pardon. I'm so sorry. Now, what could I have been thinking of? Won't you come in, please? Oh. Thank you. Won't you come in?
You alone a lot?
I like being alone.
Well, I won't stay very long.
Oh, my, but you're Irish.
You've a touch of it yourself.
Slightly. Won't you sit down?
Thank you. How is that stubborn old granddad of yours?
Oh, you know about him.
Mm-hmm. Am I going to have trouble with him, Nellie?
Well, I don't know what you mean.
Yes, you do.
Well, you see, Grandpop's awfully strict, and he has an awful bad temper.
Well, maybe we could cure him of that.
Cure him? Oh, if we only could.
Well, you're afraid of him.
Oh, no, it's much more than that. You see, I love him very much. And I couldn't do anything to hurt him. Could I?
Would your father mind if you went with me to a dinner party and dance next Friday evening at the Waldorf?
No, I'm sure he wouldn't.
Would you like to go?
Oh, yes.
Well, that'd break the ice.
No, Grandpa, never let me go. You see, I've never been to that kind of a party before.
Well, ask your father, and if he says you may, just tell your granddad you're going.
No, but it'd never work. But I know something that might, and you can help me.
What?
A job.
A job?
Yes, your father's a contractor, isn't he?
Yes,
And you're the foreman?
that's right.
Well, don't you see, if Gramp had something else on his mind, he wouldn't have so much time to worry about me.
You want us to give him a job.
Why, Dennis, that's a wonderful idea.
Why, it'd be a salvation.
Will you do it?
All right. You bring him over to 31st and 3rd Avenue tomorrow morning at 7:15, and I'll put him on.
Dennis! Dennis! Oh, it's so wonderful I can't hardly stand it. I'm just busting. Oh, it's so wonderful, honestly. It's so... Oh, what have I done? Oh, what must you think of me?
I think you're marvelous.
I'm sorry,
I'm not.
but I kissed you.
Much too quickly.
Will you forgive me?
I'm not that kind of a guy. Now, if I'd kissed you, I'd expect you to forgive me.
Well, I wouldn't.
Then I won't.
Yeah, but I had a reason for kissing you.
I hope your granddad takes the job.
So do I.
It'd be a better reason again.
If he does, I will.
Is that a promise?
Yes.
Shake.
Good morning, Nellie.
Good morning.
Say, what are you doing all dressed up so early in the morning? It's only 6:30.
I've got to get Grandpa to work.
To work? Oh, glory.
Shh, he doesn't know about it yet.
Oh, he doesn't know about it. Well, in that case, then I'll not stop for my tea. I'll get out as fast as I can before you break the news to him. I don't want to be an eyewitness to a nervous breakdown. Goodbye, darling.
Goodbye. Grandpa! Grandpa! Oh, Dad! 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 Dad!
Well?
You wouldn't mind if Dennis took me to a party Friday night, would you?
I wouldn't mind at all.
It's at the Waldorf Hotel.
At the Waldorf, no less. My. You'll be needing a new party dress, I suppose.
Oh, Dad, do you mean it? Could I?
Well, now, do you think the daughter of Captain Kelly would go to a party unless she looked like the daughter of Captain Kelly? Oh, there'll be none there to equal you.
Oh, you're the most wonderful father a girl ever had.
I'd have to be for the kind of a daughter I've got.
Oh, aren't you afraid of spoiling me saying such nice things?
Not at all. I understand young Dennis Fogarty's an Irishman, too.
Oh, Dad.
Have you informed your grandfather yet?
No, but I will.
It seems to me you have a very interesting morning ahead of you. Goodbye, and good luck.
Thank you. Grandpa, are you up yet?
Yes, I'm up. But for the life of me, I don't know why. Coming into a man's room and waking him out of a sound sleep and saying, "Put on your old clothes. We're going to dig in the sand and have fun this morning." Look at me. For all the world like a hod carrier. Dig in the sand? What kind of fun is that she's up to, I'd like to know.
Grandpa, will you please hurry?
Rome wasn't built in a day, young lady. And I'll not go digging around with you neither. You're too old to play in the sand, and so am I.
Grandpa?
Oh, yell your head off. I'll take me time. Just when a man should be having his best sleep, she's here and she...
You'll be sorry you didn't eat your breakfast.
'Tis too early to eat.
You've a long day before you.
It was a short night I had behind me, too.
Well, you'll be in bed earlier tonight.
Oh, now I will, though. And why, I'd like to know.
You'll be tired out.
I wouldn't be so sure of that if I was you. I'm a man of great endurance, both physically and mentally.
I'm glad to know that.
Haven't you been aware of it before?
Sometimes I've wondered why you've never worked.
Oh, you have? And what conclusion did you come to?
I'm coming to it now.
Huh?
Come on.
And be sure and get here. We're waiting for it. Right. Good morning.
Good morning, Dennis. You've met my grandfather.
Yes, I have. Good morning, Mr. Noonan. Congratulations. I didn't think you'd make it.
Make what, could I ask?
The job.
Oh, you didn't, did you? Well.
But you'll get used to it again.
Will I now? Well.
It's only a question of time.
Is that so? Well.
All you got to do is to take it easy for the first couple of days.
Easy, you say?
Yes, you'll get to love it.
But what'll I take easy?
We're digging a foundation.
Digging?
Yes, Grandpop.
Yes, what?
Just... yes.
Are the wages good?
Union scale, Mr. Noonan.
Union scale, think of that.
In short hours.
Less than 60 minutes?
Well, no, I meant that...
Did it ever occur to you that I might not be a union man?
Yes, it did.
So you thought I was a scab?
No, sir, I've arranged it.
And I'd work with a lot of other scabs.
Every man on the job belongs to a union, Mr. Noonan.
Why, I should take you across my knee.
But why, Grandpa?
Insulting a man of my principles, the young puppy. Using me to bust up a union, are you? Putting in a scab amongst decent, hard-working union men.
Grandpa.
Could I close my eyes at night, knowing that I helped take the bread out of the mouths of the worthy?
Mr. Noonan.
You'll not use me to start trouble in the ranks of me fellow men?
What's up, brother?
Ask him.
Oh, it's nothing, Phil. This young lady here...
What's going on here? Your son's engaging scabs on the job. What's this? Who's the scab?
Don't say it, Fogarty. I'm not a scab.
You. He knows it. The old man's in on it. Boys! Get back to your job.
Gentlemen, please! Listen to me. This man's my grandfather. And I brought him here this morning because I wanted him to have a job. Just like any other man. Is there anything wrong with that? But Mr. Fogarty had no idea of putting my grandfather to work until your delegate approved of it.
Or until I did.
Well, that's all.
All right, boys, let's go back to work. Come on.
Oh, Dennis,
Forget it, Nellie.
Yes, and forget that you'll ever put Mike Noonan to work.
Come on, darling. Let's go dig in the sand and have some fun.
Nellie, will you please hold still, darling?
I'm sorry.
You're like a jumping jack.
I can't help it. I'm so excited.
I'm a nervous wreck myself.
Oh, isn't it fun?
I haven't enjoyed myself quite so much since I tried to saddle a fractious yearling in a box stall. There you are.
Gee, thanks, Dad.
Well, turn around. Let's have a look at you. You look for all the world like a princess.
Oh, isn't it sweet?
'Tis you that make it so.
Oh, gee.
Well, come on, run in and let your grandfather see how pretty you look. What's the trouble? Haven't you told him yet?
Yes, I have, but he doesn't approve.
Well, he will when he sees you. Sure, the sight of you'd melt even his heart. Off you go.
Grandpop. What do you think of me?
Now, ain't that a fine question to be asking me after all these years? You know what I think of you. You're an elegant girl, considering your environment.
Don't you like my dress?
It is not exactly what I'd have picked out for you myself.
Well, I'll let you select my next one.
And I'll let him pay for it.
What I think don't seem to matter. I've outlived my usefulness in this house. 'Tis plain to see that. And maybe you'd be a lot better off if I got up.
Grandpa.
Nellie, he's working on your sympathies again. You mustn't let him get away with it.
What'll I do?
Well, just pay no attention to him at all. He'll get over it. Now, what time did you say young Fogarty was calling for you?
8 o'clock.
Well, I hope you have a grand time. I'll be seeing you in the morning. You can tell me all about it.
All right.
Good night, darling.
Good night, Dad.
Nellie, I want to have a talk with you.
Oh, not now, Grandpop. In the morning, please. I'll never be ready if I stop to talk to you now.
You look darling, you do.
Oh, I thought you didn't approve.
Listen to you. Haven't you been the apple of my eye ever since the day you was born?
Yes.
Well, don't say it like you doubted me.
Oh, I don't.
Nor should you. And haven't I looked after you like you was my very own?
Yes.
Speak up, Nellie. I can hardly hear you.
Yes, you have.
And you do love me the more for it?
Yes.
I'd not complain if I thought so.
But, Grandpa...
You've twisted me around your little finger most of my life, just like your mother did. And haven't I always given in to you? What?
You wouldn't go to work.
Stick to the subject.
Oh, let's talk tomorrow, Grandpa, please.
Nellie, I'll not be here tomorrow if you go out tonight.
I'll get it, Dad. Hello? Oh, hello, Nellie. What?
I'm sorry. Of course, I'd love to go to the party. But it's impossible. I'll tell you some other time. Please don't ask me now. Goodbye.
What's the matter, son?
Well, that was Nellie. She can't go.
Why not?
I don't know. She asked me not to ask her why.
'Tis Mike Noonan's doing. You can be sure of that. If it had been anything else, she'd have said so. But he's not going to get away with it.
Well, what are you
Not
gonna...
on me, he won't.
What are you going to do?
What time are you supposed to call for, Nellie?
8 o'clock.
You've got 20 minutes. Then.
Oh, but Dad, she...
Just call for her. She'll be waiting for you. I'll see to that.
Thanks, Dad.
Nellie! All right. I'm coming.
Michael Noonan?
Yes?
You're under arrest.
What's that? Wait a minute. Take your hands off of me or I'll break you in two.
We don't want any trouble with you.
I'll mop up the floor with you. Get going. I'll spread you all over the county of Cork.
Grandpop! Grandpop! You can't arrest him!
Sorry, miss, but we're going to try to...
Wait till you listen. Nellie! Nellie!
I'll call my father! Captain Kelly!
Yes, I know all about it, darling. Don't you fret. He's in good hands. He's right where he belongs. Now, you go along to the party and have a good time. But I'm warning you, be home before 12 o'clock. I'll not be able to hold him after midnight.
Having any fun?
Oh, wonderful. It was nice of your father to have my grandpapa arrested.
It was nothing. He was glad to do it. How about sitting the rest of this one out?
You tired?
Well, no, I want to talk to you.
Oh. What about?
Well, isn't it customary to sit at least one dance out during a party?
Is it?
Well, sure. A fella takes a girl to a party, and sometime during the evening they slip away and
talk.
Of course.
That sounds silly.
Well, it isn't.
All right, I'll try it. I thought you wanted to talk.
I did. I do.
I'm listening.
Isn't silence more expressive at times?
What do you mean, guessing?
Well, yes, and making things up you'd like to say, and then...
Saying something else.
No, just looking.
Where?
At each other.
Without speaking?
Yes.
Why?
Because to speak breaks the spell.
Oh, I see. Well, let's try it.
Oh, gee, Nellie, you can't do those things just like yanking rabbits out of a hat. When two people are attracted to each other, a mood is unconsciously created.
Aren't you in the mood?
Not now, naturally not.
Why?
Because we're talking.
Oh, well, I won't say another word. I don't feel anything.
Forget it, Nellie. Someday you'll know what I mean.
Shall we dance, Dennis?
If you'd like.
10 days. Next case?
Michael Noonan. Michael Noonan.
Michael Noonan?
That's my name.
You're charged with creating a disturbance with intent to incite a strike on the building job of Timothy J. Fogarty, contractor.
Not guilty.
Quiet. I'll ask for your comments.
'Tis an innocent man I am.
If you don't keep quiet, I'll hold you in contempt of this court.
And you'd be right, too, Your Honor, because that's all I have for it.
Very well, since you persist. You'll pay the court $25 or 30 days. The charge brought against you by Timothy J. Fogarty is outside the jurisdiction of this court and is therefore dismissed. But the fine stays. That case?
Hi, Dennis.
Oh, hello! Stop it, Nellie. I can't do this kind of dancing.
You're doing fine.
A lot of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is.
I feel like a leaping gazelle.
Why do you care what you feel like?
I'm warning you, Nellie. If you don't stop, I'll tell everybody here you're just dying to sing for them.
Oh, Dennis, you wouldn't dare do that. I don't know any of them.
Oh, you want to sing, do you? That's fine. That's fine. It's all right. I know now. Hi, Al. Will you hold it a minute?
Certainly, Dennis.
Miss Kelly has just been dying to sing for us all evening.
No.
And with a little persuasion, I'm sure she'd be glad to oblige. Is that applause I hear? Now, if you'll all be seated and make yourselves comfortable.
Miss Kelly?
Have you ever suffered that horrible thing of having your hostess ask you to sing? And just because you're so polite, you mumble through your teeth, all right. And suddenly a deathly gloom descends upon the entire room. And the whispering gallery starts to ring with, "Hold your hats, she's gonna sing." Well, here I am with great regret, an innocent victim of etiquette. I'm going to sing, but not for long. And though it's old, it's a lovely song. Why am I smiling and why do I sing? Why does September seem sunny as spring? Why do I get up each morning and start happy and head up with joy in my heart? Why is each new task a trifle to do? Because I am living a life full of you. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain and singing, just singing in the rain. I'm singing in the rain, oh, I'm singing in the rain. What a grand, what a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart, I'm getting ready for love. The stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. And come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I walk down the lane with a happy refrain and singing, singing, singing in the rain. Oh, I'm singing in the rain. I'm happy again. My troubles have fled. A rainbow's ahead. I'm singing, singing. I'm singing in the rain. 'Cause 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 I'm singing in the rain. '
take a ride in Central Park and get a breath of fresh air.
Oh, but I have to be home before 12 o'clock.
Oh, it's only 5 after 11. Come on.
All right.
What kind of a free country is this, anyhow? Let me out of here. I'll have the lot of you stripped of your buttons. Arresting a man under false pretense and then charging him $25 for speaking his mind. $25, no less. You call that free speech?
Take it easy, me man. Open up. Your fine has been paid and you're at liberty to go where you please.
Who paid me fine?
A gentleman by the name of Timothy Fogarty.
Fogarty? You can give him his money back. I'll not be leaving under the circumstances.
Well, you can't stay here.
Why can't I?
It's against the law. Come along now. You're a lucky Scotchman. Get along now.
Isn't it wonderful that they still have horses in New York?
Yes, it is.
I hope we'll always have horses. Don't you?
Yes, but there are times when I could do without them.
You know, ever since I can remember, it seems the cabbies are the same ones.
Yes.
They never seem to get any older looking. Have you noticed that?
No, but I will from now on.
I've always wanted to do this.
So have I.
What time is it, Dennis?
5 minutes to 12.
What? Oh, Dennis, I'll never be home by midnight.
Well, a couple of minutes won't matter.
Oh, but it will. I promised that I would be. I have to be home before my grandpop.
Cabby, step on the gas. We're in a hurry. 315 Gaylor Street. Wait for me.
Good night, Dennis.
Good night,
Have a lovely evening. Grandpop.
Hello, Mr. Noonan.
Oh, Grandpop, we've had such a grand evening. Don't spoil it now by being angry.
And what kind of an evening do you think I had? Your father had me locked up. You inveigled me granddaughter into disobeying me. You're no better than your old man, and it's me that's telling you. I knew him in Ireland, and he wasn't to be trusted over there any more than he is here.
That isn't true.
You're the puppy of a mongrel dog.
Oh, please, Grand.
Only your age saves you, Mr. Noonan.
A Fogarty will never live to see the day when he can stand up against the Noonan.
Oh, Grand.
Stand aside, Nellie, and I'll break him in two.
You're a ridiculous old man.
Ridiculous, am I? I'll spread you all over the county of Cork. You're brave hiding behind a woman's skirts, you are.
Here. What's going on here? What's the... Oh, so it is you.
Keep your hands off of me.
All right, everybody. Go along with you all now. Go on, good night. Go on.
Don't let me see you around here again.
You shut up.
I'm sorry about this, Dennis.
And so am I, Captain Kelly. I guess I said some things I shouldn't.
More than likely you said what you should. Well, good night, son.
Good night, sir. And thanks.
Don't you cry.
Oh, I'm so ashamed.
Well, you needn't be.
Isn't it awful? Isn't it just perfectly terrible? No matter how hard I try to please him, I never seem to.
And you never will, darling. You've spoiled him by giving him his own way too much.
But it seems right that I should.
You're wrong, Nellie. 'Tis fine to give. You should. But you must understand you can't keep on giving all the time unless you take once in a while, too. Because soon there'll be nothing at all and you're left to give.
That's the way I feel now.
On the other hand, a person can't go along taking all the time either without losing a sense of capacity. If they do, they swell up and bust. That's what's going to happen to your grandfather.
Dad, do you think he realizes that he did wrong tonight?
Not yet, but he will when I get through with him.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to have it out with him. You've been dominated by him long enough. He's done your thinking for you once too often. Why, you're of age now to have a mind of your own. Will you stick on my side, Nellie? 'Tis for his own sake as well as yours.
Yes, I will, Dad.
Good girl. I'm not going to pull any punches either.
Oh, you wouldn't strike him, would you?
Only in self-defense.
Come in, Nellie.
Well, you've made a holy show of yourself tonight, and I hope you know it. This is the last time you'll do it.
I'll not listen to your father.
That's up to you, Grandpop.
If you're any kind of a man at all, you'd ask Nellie to forgive you. And thank me for not putting you out of my house.
Would I now?
Yes, Grandpop, you would.
So he's finally turned you against me.
You've done it yourself.
I love you, Grandpop.
Nellie,
Let the child speak her mind.
if she did, you'd not believe your ears.
Speak up, Nellie.
Grandpop, all my life I've watched you act like you hated my father. And I never could understand why. I can't now. But it's been the cause for all our unhappiness. Right now I feel like I could cry. I've felt like that many times. Times that you didn't even know about. He's the grandest father a girl ever had. I know my mother thought so. And the home we have, you and I, Dad's responsible for. You've often told me that you wouldn't stay here if it wasn't for me. Well, it's awful hard for me to say so, Grandpop, but I think that now you should have a better reason.
Mike, there's a lot of time in front of us yet to be friends. What do you say?
If there's a better reason, I fail to see it. And the time has come for me to get out.
No, Nellie. If you stopped him now, he'd be worse than ever.
Oh, I'm sorry to keep bothering you, Mr. Keevan, but haven't you seen my grandfather yet?
No, I haven't.
Well, hasn't he even called you or anything?
I told you I would gladly let you know if I heard anything.
Oh, it's all my fault. And I'll never forgive myself if anything's happened to him.
Nothing has happened to him. I'd bet on that. There isn't an Irishman in this world that would deliberately let anything happen to him unless he notified you first.
Thank you.
Oh, now, darling, stop worrying. I've got the whole department looking for him.
But, Dad, he's so dependent.
Your grandfather can take care of himself. He'll show up sooner or later.
Do you really think so?
Sure I do. Now, cheer up and go and get dressed. You mustn't let anything interfere with the way you're going to look tonight.
All right, Dad.
Waiting for it with you.
It's a lonely night when we are dancing together. It's a lovely night, but the forecast says stormy weather.
All of you, I'd like to be dancing with all of you. Perhaps be romancing with all of you. It would be entrancing, that's true. But it isn't quite fair to the rest.
He's looking at us.
Captain, you want her on the telephone?
Oh, excuse me a minute, Nellie.
Shall we dance?
Oh, really, Dennis, I'm not in the mood.
Are you in the mood for a drive in Central Park? Are you?
Well, if we aren't gone too long.
Let's go.
Dennis, do you see what I see? Grandpa, you're alive!
Of course I'm alive. Could I be up here if I wasn't?
Come down here this minute till I hug you.
Stop your racket. You want me horse to run away and him not paid for yet?
And you're working. You got a job.
What's so peculiar about that?
Congratulations, Mr. Noonan.
Keep your compliments to yourself.
Oh, Dennis, isn't it wonderful?
Remember what you said?
What?
That you'd kiss me the day your grandfather went to work.
Oh, that, certainly. I'll kiss everybody in town.
That I should live to see the day. Whoa!
Well, I just found out where your grandfather is.
Yes, and there he goes.
What? Get in the car. Follow that cab.
Nice work, Fogarty. Will you stop that whistle?
Keep that siren going.
Fogarty!
Mike, are you all right?
Don't mind me, is the horse all right?
It does me heart good to see you with the job.
I've always said a man who refuses to work is a curse to civilization.
Let's all go for a ride with Grandpa.
I think that'd be fine.
So do I.
Get in. Hold on, there's only room for 3. Where to now?
Home, James.
Get up, Fogarty.
It's the same old song they sing. I love you.
The boys are all mad about Nellie.
The daughter of Officer Kelly.
And it's all day long they bring flowers all dripping with dew. And they join in the chorus of Nellie.